Well, we've got a ongoing problem that's been giving me trouble. This trailer comes down and the fender, it rests right on here on the frame. You can see the mark on the frame there. And it won't go down anymore, so I think I've just permanently fixed that problem. I think when next time I have it over near the welder, I'm just going to weld that up, but I believe it'll go down now. Let's see. It's coming down. Well, that cut I thought was going to solve the problem. It didn't. It wasn't cut. I didn't cut enough, I guess. It still managed to get stuck on there, so I'm going to raise it up, cut a little more, and hammer it over. Now, I can't get it off there, and you pull as hard as you want on this thing here, it will not slip off. That piece up here, this heavy piece of steel, is what holds it from. And there's a neat piece on the other side too, so I don't even need that. I could cut that completely right off. I'm thinking about doing that. So I'll cut quite a bit more. I think this thing's a little twisted. There's something happened. It never did this before, so. Something's causing it to do that, and I can't figure it out. So hopefully that'll fix it. I might even grind some more. You know, could cut the whole piece right out of there, all the way up. Might be what I'll do, because even the tire won't spray past there. It's just, there's a big space, so there's no tire on that intersection. It looks like it's still gonna hit. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I gotta shake it. It's not coming down. Okay. Yeah, it's still stuck on there. Okay, I'm going to raise it up and cut that whole piece right out of there. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to fix that for once and for all. Once it hits here, it'll push it over. I think something has caused the whole frame to be not lined up, because over here, the lift cylinder, this pin on this side over here is not even touching. And this one is, there's a groove worn where it's supposed to be. I don't know, some weird stuff going on. I can't figure it out. So I'm gonna look it over a little more. Okay, I cut a little tiny wedge out, almost a piece of dust at first, smaller than this. Then I cut this. Now I've cut this much. Hoping that solves the problem. It's coming down there now, so we'll see. Well, it didn't fix the problem at all. And so I assumed, they said, you know, the only way I could explain this is there has to be a broken hinge at the back. Something major wrong. So that's what I expected today. So I went around the back and I had a look. So yeah, this kind of explains the problem. The entire pin that holds the hinge on is broken, and it's moved back like 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So yeah, we found the problem. And that's been broken for a long time. It was just, looks like it was just barely hanging on up here. You can just see a little bit of gray metal right there. So I'll go get I got a big pinch bar. I'm gonna pry that piece up, try and move it ahead. I want to get one more load today. And but you know what? I don't think I'm probably not a good idea. So we're gonna fix this. I gotta, yeah, we got a lot of wires in here too and stuff. So yeah, we have 2 of these trailers, and you know what? The other one has never had a problem like this. So this is kind of shocking. But that explains why the why it was getting worse and worse and worse. It just keeps moving back here. So should be fairly easy to fix. I'm gonna probably put a chain on it, lift it with the backhoe, and lift it over where it's supposed to go. We'll have to. I think what's stopping it from going back is it was probably popping back where it goes until now, because this piece of metal, the top of that piece of angle here, you can see there's a big piece of U channel or angle. Not angle, U channel. I don't know why I'm calling it angle. It has dropped down below the U channel on the side, and it won't allow it to go back where it's supposed to go. So either got to pry that up, and then it should go over where it's supposed to go, and then we're just going to do some major grinding, and I'll have to think of a way to permanently fix that. Probably put some gussets on the other side of this. Yeah, or another big steel plate or something. That's, you know, the other side's built the same way. It's just a piece of round 1.125" or 1.1 whatever, welded onto a piece of U-channel. So it should be reinforced in a few spots, I guess. Yeah, that one will probably break off too. I'm just doing 80 kilometers an hour. That's like 50 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour, with 5.5 tons of crushed stone inside this trailer, plus the weight of the trailer, bouncing down the road with no hinge here attached. The only thing holding this trailer on is the 2 hinges at the back, and there's 2 plates at the front that hold it square at the front. Yeah, so pretty scary. Anyway, nothing terrible happened, so yeah, I'm gonna get there's a job for me. You know, I think I'm gonna actually raise it up, and then I can get in there from the other side and have a look at it. Let's do that. Okay, I've looked it over. I'm actually gonna step in there, even though maybe I shouldn't, but I don't think it can fall on me or anything. So looking it over, I think there's a bunch of things going on here. First of all, it wasn't built strong enough back here. And I think it's the exact same thing is going on this side, because I haven't really gone over there and looked at it close, but you can see there's a bunch of rust. Looks like a crack, but I think it's kind of the rust flaking off there. I think the pin is seized inside that piece of pipe. So the hinge is seized, and it's forcing the frame to bend instead of the hinge that's supposed to bend. It should have a grease cert or something in there. So it's packed full of rust. It didn't get used for over a year, this trailer. We just parked it last summer, and it's sat for a whole year and didn't really get used. So yeah, I think that's what happened. If it had a gusset, a big flat plate welded from here right back to this top edge of this piece of U-channel and into the corner, and maybe even a couple other little supports, it would have had enough strength to force that rust to break. But it's got to be lubed up. So I should have lubed it. It's my fault, not oiling it. I oiled everything else but this back 2 hinges. I think on the other trailer, I'm gonna have to double check on that, but I think there's a greaser, and you can pump grease into it. So this one, I haven't seen one yet, so maybe it's in there, but I don't see it. And the light is mounted right on the other side there, so you can't see anything in there. So just bending back and forth over time, it created this whole crack along here. And now it's moved back. So I think I'll get the grinder in, I'll cut that. I think the weld is what's stopping it from moving back ahead here. It's hitting right here on this corner. It's hitting this piece. So yeah, I think I'll just get in there with the grinder, cut that off, and then it should be able to slip forward again where it's supposed to go, and then maybe I'm gonna go over to the garage and weld a little plate in there for now. Anyway, it's in bad shape. You can see the blob where they cut that hole for the wires to come out, just sitting down there, a big blob of like bubble gum. Steel, all melted steel, sitting there, right there, that's it. Just sitting there. So yeah, if a couple of gussets in there would have really helped a lot. And this piece here is completely, the weld is completely broke right off there. The other one seems to be solid, and that's probably the only reason why the other side hasn't broken off. So what started out to be just a simple couple of loads of crushed stone turns into a major repair. Yeah, I was really happy with this trailer up till now. I know it's got a lot of rust on it, but it's paid for, and it works great when you need it. So yeah, I'm gonna think about how we're gonna deal with that, and we're gonna go look and see if we got some grease zerks. I think it's completely seized right in there. So this is gonna be a major job to repair this. Yep. Anyways, tune in next time. Maybe we'll be rebuilt. We're gonna definitely have to rebuild this corner. I think I'm gonna have to do something about this one over here too. So yeah, lack of lubrication in there, and I think it's what caused this, and not built strong enough. Okay. Thanks for watching. All right, we're gonna fix this right here at my home shop. So I went down to the workshop and I picked up a bunch of tools and some material, just a few things. I had almost everything I needed except for this big puller right here. I'm going to use that to pull that corner back together. And then I got some steel plates to, if I do get it all straightened out, I'm going to use those to fix that corner. This is not a job I thought I had to do, so it's kind of caught me by surprise, but I don't think this thing is built strong enough. The more I look it over, the more I think it should have reinforcements all over. So yeah, part 2 will be repairing it and maybe reinforcing some of the front tongue and some other things, and just general, it needs some TLC, what they say. So tune in for that. Thanks for watching.